really took a dive into human design and really got into the inner workings, nitty gritty of my body graph and human design chart and all of that. And I found it to be so interesting and enlightening and thought-provoking. I downloaded this app called Align with Jenna Zoe, I believe that's her name. Yeah, and it broke it all the way down in very digestible terms. And funny enough, one of the things that it mentioned was talking about digestion and how I need to go about like feeding myself, and the manner it said was calm. And it was like I either need to be eating with people that I feel, jovial and safe around, or I need to eat by myself. And I eat by myself a lot. Simply because like all my people, my friends, we only are able to get together but so often. So taking this time out to cook after the gym and show love to myself in this way is very fulfilling, and just something I had always innately done as an adult, particularly in these last handful of years anyway. I only cook for myself because I never want to subjugate anybody to anything that I think might be bad. And my repertoire is not wide, not yet. Pasta is something I can manage to do, and my friends have affirmed me in that because they had it not too long ago, and it was like, oh, all right, cool. So I was like, okay, cool, that's all right, but I'm gonna take baby steps. It will be baby steps when it comes to actually cooking for people, because cooking is a love language. So gotta show love when you do it. The one time I did cook for somebody, it was for a friend of mine at the time who, things were looking to, for at that point in time, they all really were. It's more than just a friendship situation going on. Like, it's the one time I ever cooked for somebody. And I look back on it, I was like, I was playing. And it was when I was doing all that I probably should have actually admitted to myself the way I was really feeling. But, at the time, we operate from wounds that go about unhealed. At that point in time, I think I wasn't able to be in my therapy journey the way I probably needed to, because prior to, I was in therapy, but felt like nothing was going on, so I was just pretty much chatting to my therapist about, I want to do this. It was like a whole lot of happy things, nothing too deep. But, when it got to be deep, I wasn't able to be in therapy. And I think if I was, I probably would have handled the whole situation better. Because I ain't never cooked for no man. But I cooked for that one. And I can follow a recipe. I can follow a recipe real good. But as of late, I've just been going off vibes. And the vibes have served me well. I want to keep going into all the caveats of my whole human design situation. I always knew I was a manifesting generator. I'm a Manny Gen, as they like to abbreviate it. And I watched this creator's video on Instagram earlier today. He does a lot of esoteric type content, things that deal with, concepts of humanity and things of that nature, I guess you could say. And he did a reel that was all about manifesting generators and highlighted some famous ones. And I learned that Lauryn Hill, who is also my birthday twin, is also a manifesting generator. And I was just like, that Oprah meme. Because I was like, what if I've been out to lunch? Not to say that I'm trying to emulate what she was doing, what she has done, but it just goes to show you, like, there is so much potential within us, and we just have to tap in. We really just have to tap in. Excuse me. Something else that I found very interesting about it is that it reaffirmed me how I know that I need to operate when it comes to how I navigate and flow through life in general, which is, funny enough, something that I made a promise to myself at the top of this year. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. That means anything that is a maybe, if there's a gray area to it, it's a no. For me, and how I have to navigate, things have to be black or white. In so many words, it has to spark joy. It has to light me up. So in order for me to manifest and receive things that light me up, I have to say yes to the things that light me up and keep moving in the direction of those things that do light me up. And in return, the signal shows itself in my 3D. And I was really happy to find that out. That made me really happy to find out, because we really are creators of our destinies if we allow ourselves to tap into the power that we were born with. Because it's my belief that we are God, the creator, source, experiencing itself. Like a wave crests over, and inside the wave drops of water, like we're all inside this big wave. And all 8.5 billion of us on this planet at any given time are droplets in the wave. And as we're droplets, we're living. And when we die, we go back to the water. We come from the water, experience, and go back to the water. And I feel like that's why we have so many different kinds of people, because God has to experience itself in so many different variations. And our souls are the vessels that come into these bodies to play that out. That's why you'll hear some people say Earth is a school. I did good. I was afraid this was going to come out not so alright, but this is actually good. I did that. Something else that I thought was really interesting in that human design breakdown that I went into earlier today, where it was talking about how I fall into my not self, and my not self is expressed through me via frustration. And my main point of frustration these last 1.5, 2 years has been my job. The job that I have to pay my bills. I work in hospitality as a maitre d' for a restaurant here in New York City, and as you can imagine, we deal with very many different types of people. And for some reason, sure, I get it's a restaurant, you hungry, you ready to eat. But at the end of the day, you can't just talk to anybody or treat people any kind of way and think that that's all right. And it's not to say that, like the guests that come through are terrible. Most of them are cool. A handful of them I'm like super cool with. But I think I've just outgrown any sort of desire to be of service to people in that way. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to do something else. Something more so along the lines of this, where I'm flexing, exercising my creativity, sharing my truths. Just keeping it cute. Keeping it cute and not leaving it on mute. Because staying stuck on mute ain't getting nobody nowhere. I ended up taking an involuntary break from just making these long form videos when I ran into a technological glitch that caused me to lose like a whole 20-minute thing, and I was so frustrated and I just stopped. I think that's why my last post is probably from over a year ago, because that was just such a blow to my confidence. And I don't know, sometimes you just got to take time to mourn these things. But guess who's back in the house? We ain't mourning no more, baby. Not no more. Yeah, so. And also that, and then I've needed to be in a space where I'm creating something more than I'm consuming everything. There's nothing wrong with consumption on a basis that's moderated. Sometimes you just need a day to just be in front of your TV, or just gotta scroll sometimes. But I know for me, in my house, the vibe has been screaming at me to get it out, whatever it is, get it out. I've been caught up in trying to be my own version of what I've seen other people be, and that ain't it. And so here I am, cooking, showing people how I'm cooking, eating my meal, and we just gonna go from there. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool, because the act of me doing this is what signals out into here, the energy being put out, the frequency being raised, And so all of it is connected. It's all connected, like Connect 4. You do the things that you want to do, and more things that you want to do are going to come to you. And be sacred about your word. And speak life. Now I need something sweet. But I ain't got nothing sweet. I can make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I don't want to. I'm about to be snacking on blueberries. That would be my something sweet. We'll do that. We'll circle back tomorrow. Okay, so I looked at the weather in the Bahamian region for the week that we're down there, and the highs aren't going to be over like 77 degrees, and the lows are going to be getting down to around 65, 67. That was just a little general search because most of the time I think we'll be on that boat and only getting off to actually be on land just a handful of times. But it's giving late spring, early summer here in New York, so I'm gonna go with that. Now, these themed nights. So my cousin's birthday theme is shades of purple, and I wanted to get something that I knew I was going to wear again, not just one time. And so I found this on ASOS, and I got it. The purple is in the stripes, it's a shade of purple, like not a maroon or a burgundy. It's plum. It's like a plum situation. So, and it's knit. I can wear it closed or open. I'll most likely be wearing it open, with the tank underneath, probably. So I have that as a top, and I'm thinking probably wearing these underneath. It's like a bottom situation. It'll be more on the like dressy side for me. And I have some brown shoes that I can pair with that. So that'll be the birthday look. I can work with that. I haven't decided if I'm gonna put a belt on that. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I may. Maybe this is like real basic. So I think I'll do that. Take this off. Because I know my mama will say something. I'm sure she's already going to say something about the purple. I'm already expecting it. I'm expecting some commentary about what I chose as purple. And that's okay. But I don't shop often because shopping is not in the budget at this time. And so if I'm going to be choosing something new, it's going to have to be something that I know I'm going to wear again. And I know I will wear that again. So it's just going to have to deal. Alright. So here's that one. The other theme tonight is a white and denim situation. Hadn't really decided how I want to go about it. I know I'm bringing some jeans. It won't be so hot as to where denim will be like sweltering. Something maybe like this, or Might dress it up. Something like this. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think. This isn't a hell yes. Not like this. It has to be something else. The purple knot is a hell yes for me. Low key, might bust out with the boiler suit. Throw on a white tank top under here and call it a day. I know I can do this in that temperature because I wore this funny enough on a Thanksgiving trip with my family that I'm seeing when we went to Islands of Adventure in Orlando, and it was not overwhelming. So I might rock with this for the denim and white situation. It's an option. We'll leave it open. Now everything else feels like just like being on the boat. I have so much athleisure that I purchased while we were locked in our houses. Beyonce was just rolling out the Ivy Park left and right, and I was eating it up. I was eating it up. We might do this and I think I've done this before. This and this, with some white shoes. Something cute for the boat. Real simple. For real, since this is a cruise on Carnival Cruise Lines, some of these days are probably gonna be tank top days. There's a tank top and some on the bottom. Because I'm at a shortage of button-ups that feel appropriate for a cruise. There'll probably be a day where it's going to be these in a white tank top. We'll just accessorize. Maybe a hat. I think I might do that. Bring some of these caps. So let's see here. So far, we sail out Sunday, and then we come back that Saturday. So let me see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 7 days worth of clothes. 2 of these are already decided. Okay, this won't be too bad. I need some new clothes. For real, I may even do this. This will be. We're going for real. We're going for comfort. All right. Comfort and simplicity. Maybe that's I can get with that. Yeah. I'm gonna marinate on some other things, but I have a whole lot of shirts in there that I can wear too, and then a couple other bottom options. And then for my shoes, this is something for like every day, day to day. That's outside of the theme stuff. I gotta watch these. I'm gonna bring these. Give them a little love before we leave. Oh my God, yikes! I'm gonna bring these for sure, and then it'll be the dress shoes as well. And these high tops and the dress shoes here. I don't have any sandals. I have some flip flops, but my feet ain't gonna be out like that. Not my feet. Huh. Yeah, this is a good preliminary start. I can rock with this, and these all I can be on a boat with. Yeah. Yeah. Because everything else in here is just like tracksuits, hoodie tracksuits, and some more sweats. 2021 to 2023 was athleisure for me. So now I need to switch that up when it's in the budget.